Hi, everybody. Welcome back into another episode of Arsenal Fan Circle. I'm on the road to 50 subscribers, and I want to thank those who have subscribed to me in the past few days and weeks. I really appreciate it. I do this stuff for you guys, and but it's also something that I enjoy doing. Try to set myself apart from other YouTubers and giving information hours and days ahead of other people. So for that reason, I am overlooking the Ren game on Thursday. I'm talking right now about Manchester United at the weekend because, like every footballer, I'm looking ahead to the big games. And yes, we do have to treat Ren with respect, and we do have to take care of them in the first leg away from home. But I do believe it's going to be pretty much two sets of 11 that is going to take on these next two games. In that respect, Emery is going to separate a little bit because the Manchester United game is so paramount to our chances for top four and getting a position in the Champions League or qualification at the Champions League automatically. So we are looking forward to Manchester United, Solskjaer and his gang coming in to the Emirates on Sunday. It is a massive game. Following on from the Tottenham game at Wembley, which we were really robbed of 3 points there. Any which way you want to cut it, forget about the penalty given at the end of the game, which was 50-50 at best. Forget about the encroaching that happened on that penalty, but look back to the offside decision with a linesman who was clearly 2 yards behind, and the head of referees had said, oh, perhaps he was flat-footed. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We were robbed any which way you cut it on Saturday in the North London derby. That penalty for Kane should never have stood on the grounds of offside. I've heard such bullshit through the week about, I don't even want to go into it. It's so annoying. All of that would not have happened. Like Mahir said, like on the news says, it was a butterfly effect from the 58th minute when Lacazette missed that very presentable chance, and then from there, Tottenham gained a foothold. The referees started to notice our physicality and started giving some free kicks. The tide of the game turned, but nevertheless, that free kick given was offside in the penalty area, and never mind what Mustafi had done. To most, Mustafi had a really decent game. Let's be clear about it. He is a central defender and not a right back. So anyway, moving on from there, that's 3 points that we should have really had. But you know, if we get 4 points from the Tottenham game and this Manchester United game coming up, all of us will be really, really happy. I am quite confident on Sunday that we can take care of business and beat Manchester United. We have to, those who are in the Emirates, that they have to make it a cauldron, have to make it hot, white hot, and have to make it very difficult for Manchester United to play in. I believe our defensive partnership, if we can keep Koscielny and Socrates healthy, is very, very good. Bernd Leno is starting to show his worth to this team now. He's starting to make a bit of a difference. Monreal is very defensively sound, so if we play a 3 at the back or 4 at the back, I'm quite confident. I think we should play 4 at the back. It's been patently obvious with results over the season so far that we actually get more points with a flat back 4 than not. Torreira will be out, so it's going to be a straightforward decision of Xhaka and Guendouzi, I believe. And I think we're going to need Ramsey in the number 10 position again to do something similar to what we did at Wembley. And Ozil can come on in the last 30 minutes, or after 60 minutes, and start to affect the game. Iwobi and Mkhitaryan will play on the wings, and I would probably go with Lacazette as well because of the Europa League. He's going to miss a game on Thursday, so he'll be fresh on Sunday. It's actually, suspensions and such is actually working out to our benefit. a little bit, you know. But Manchester United have a lot of injuries. You know, this could be a very, very bad week for United. They could get tossed out of the Champions League tomorrow night, Wednesday night, and they are likely to go to the Emirates with the league avenue as their only way back into the Champions League. This will make them dangerous, but I believe Emery is a master tactician. We've seen that at Wembley, and I think we're going to see that on Sunday again versus Manchester United. He will have noticed how Manchester United are playing, and he will set his stall out accordingly. So Manchester United have a lot of injuries as well. Another point that's going to help us as well. Alexis Sanchez is out for 4 weeks. Martial, Lingard, Mata, and Herrera are injured as well, and there are doubts about Nemanja Matic and Darmian, Phil Jones, and Valencia. So that is a team in itself full of injuries, and you know, this is our opportunity to grasp the initiative in the top 4, get a win over Manchester United that we so dearly need. If you look at our results in the top 4 against the top 4 teams, we really should have beaten Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, but we lost that game unfortunately. We did beat Chelsea at the Emirates, we beat Tottenham at the Emirates, and we drew away from home, and we drew at Old Trafford. So against teams that we're immediately competing against, we have fared quite well. We've won 2 of those games. We've drawn 1 against Manchester United, and then we drew another one against Liverpool, who's higher up in the league, and we've drawn against Tottenham. So that is 9 points in effect from probably about 6 or 7 games. But in any case, we are doing so much better than last season. Right now, as it stands, we're on 57 points. If we get to 63, and hopefully we get there in the next 2 games, which is Manchester United away from home and Wolves away from home, that we can then get to 63 points, and that folks will equal our whole tally of last season. We are 6 points away from our whole finishing tally from last season under Arsene Wenger, which was a pretty bad season admittedly, but Emery has gained us 11 to 12 more points now than we were last season at this stage. Let that sink in. That is absolutely amazing. This is showing that Emery has a united squad behind him. He's getting the best out of the players, and look at all the players that have improved in the squad. I've said before, Bellerin, Holding, Socrates has improved, I think, a bit. Guendouzi has been one of the best players this season. Torreira, Welbeck, before he got injured, was really doing very, very well. And of course, Lacazette, who's world class, but nobody can argue that he has not progressed this year. And Aubameyang, well, we know what Aubameyang does. Now, you can say they didn't do it against Tottenham, Lacazette and Aubameyang, but I have full faith that the strikers will turn up on Sunday. We're going to do this. We're going to beat Solskjaer and his gang and his merry group of Manchester United heads, and we will hand them the first away defeat in the league. Make no qualms about it. We're going to do this. Come on, you Gunners.